In part 1, I shared over 6 mistakes, and you guys know I told you I had a lot more after working on more than 200 UGC videos, so here we go. Starting off with mistake number 7, which is actually waiting to start. I've gotten a lot of comments from people asking, okay, what do I do if I do not have examples yet? The reality is you can literally grab anything from around your house and format it to be in UGC style so that you can put it on your portfolio so that future brands can see what your work would look like. Then mistake number 8 is not actually running your UGC services like a business. Just like I mentioned, after you pass that 600 to 1,000 mark, it's literally time to take things serious. I mean, register your business, use a business bank, get serious with everything that you use, which is why I shared my favorite tools down below in that UGC toolkit, because you are now a business if you are offering various UGC videos to different brands. Got my water, now we can continue because guys, that outdoor Florida heat is intense. So do your research, know exactly the tools that you're using so that you can have that official look when working with brands. And with that, we move on to mistake number 9. Listen up, because this mistake could actually cost you lots and lots. It's not setting aside money for taxes. And this is something that you guys know people do not talk about when they talk about starting UGC. Nobody's going to warn you, but here I am warning you so that you are smart about it. When you are self-employed, when you are a freelancer, you need to set aside your money for taxes, because come tax season, you are responsible for paying taxes on anything and everything that you made as a business. Obviously, do your own research. This varies so much from person to person, but make sure that you have the right amount saved up so come the end of the year or tax season, you're not scared and not knowing where to get this money from. That's why applications like QuickBooks come in super handy. Business banks like Relay Bank is super needed so that you have that correct vision of what the cash flow looks like. Even business credit cards, so you don't have all your stuff mixed in with your personal use. And we move on to mistake number 10. Mistake number 10 is not making it a steady income when you have the total capacity to do this. Most of the time, people just focus on, okay, I'm a UGC creator, I want to be creating more UGC videos, I want to grow that income, but how do I actually do it? That's like the biggest mistake. And here's the actual trick that I recommend everybody do. The moment I started doing this in my business, things changed, guys. So the trick is to actually work backwards. Instead of saying, yeah, I'm a UGC creator, I want to land more UGC brands and blah, 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 and I want to make more money. Okay, how much is that amount? How many are those brands? If you work backwards, I promise it's a lot easier to actually get to your goal and to get that amount that you wish to get. Whether it's an amount or the number of brands, you guys decide. Let's say you want to be making $5,000 a month with UGC. What does that mean? If you are making $5,000 a month, then calculate how much it costs for you to make a UGC video. Let's just say it costs 100 so that we keep it even during our tracking. So 5,000 divided by 100 means that we need to be working with 50 brands. Okay, so in the month, you need to sign 50 brands. What does this mean? How many brands are you actually reaching out to? Let's say you contact 200, and from those 250 are the ones that say yes. Then you know each month you're contacting 200. Now, if we divide that even more, divide it by week, how many are we contacting per week, right? 200 divided by 4 would be is 50. So now you know that each week you're contacting those 50 brands, and it gets a lot easier. Now, let's say we want to divide this by day. If we're contacting 50, and then let's say we're working Monday through Friday, 5 days, divide that by 5, you have 10. That makes it so much easier. That means send out 10 messages every day to new brands, and voila. If you use the right metrics working backwards, you should, by the end of the month, reach your goal. And you might be thinking, but Laura, it can't be that easy because I'm not getting that close conversion rate, right? Not that amount of brands are saying yes to me. Well, it might be because you're making this next mistake coming up, which is actually sending the same exact message to all the brands. Obviously, if you look like you're sending a spammy message, right? If you're reaching out in a way that doesn't seem authentic, that doesn't seem like a real person reaching out, most of the time, brands are just going to ghost you, right? So the best way to reach out, and this is honestly my way of reaching out, which I've shared along the UGC series, is to reach out through Instagram or maybe email if I do have that direct contact. Most of the time, if I do reach out through social media and it's not that same person handling, let's say smaller brands will normally be like the same person handling social media and UGC, then they'll give me the email to someone else. That's when I'll literally go through email and be like, hey, I got this contact by reaching out through Instagram. I'm a UGC creator. Let's work together on videos. This is examples of what I make. And I send them examples of things similar to their style, things that they're going to like. Do not send links to YouTube videos, longer videos, videos that aren't UGC. It just doesn't make sense. It's like you going to a store and the salesperson being like, hey, buy this dress, but take a look at some of our shoes, right? You don't want the shoes, you want to look at the dress. So you need to make sure that you're sending UGC examples that the brand is going to like for them to say yes. Personalize your message, guys. Do not sound like a robot. Don't just be like, hey, let's work together. No, make sure you speak directly to the brand. If you know their products, if you like their products, say what you like, say what product you like. Make sure to use their name so that your message actually stands out and they want to respond to you. So there you have it, 11 of the biggest UGC mistakes that I see day in and day out that I myself am guilty of and have committed throughout my UGC journey, but now you know them so that you're not guilty and making those terrible, terrible mistakes that can definitely be avoided. Go ahead and comment below how many brands you've worked with, how many brands you want to work with, and as always, I'll see you right back here on the same exact channel next time. P.S. If you haven't grabbed it already, go ahead and snag that free UGC toolkit down below.